Hello, and welcome back to another Sunday sector review. Well, we like to say Sundays are for sectors. This past week, we had a little bit of volatility. Let's check out SPY. With the economic data that we had last week, we did get some movement. So we got some movement to the upside, and Thursday ended up being our high, and Friday we sold off a bit to end the week. We will get into that furthermore a little bit later. Let's go to the Forex calendar and see what type of volatility we may have this week. Monday is a holiday. Labor Day is Monday, so the market will be closed and we will have a short week this week. Market will return to regular schedule hours on Tuesday. Red folders. So Tuesday, when the market reopens, we have manufacturing PMI. Wednesday, we have JOLTS. Thursday we have non-farm ADP employment change, and then we have unemployment claims that same day. Also with PMI services again on Thursday. And Friday we have average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rates to end the week. And as you can see, those are 3 red folders in a row. So it looks like we might get some movement despite it being a short week this week. So also, without further ado, the new candles that will be opening this week are the 3-day, the 5-day, the 11-day, the weekly, of course, the 2-week. We get a new month. We get a new 2-month, and we get a new 4-month. So those will be the candles that I will be focusing on today as we get started. So let's get it. Let's start with XME. XME on the 4-month. And forgive me, I'm gonna be cutting my drawings on and off so I can see the candles on the higher time frame. So the 4-month, we closed the 4-month very strong on the 4-month. 2-month, a 2-2 continuation on the 2-month. The monthly close as a strong monthly, closing above everything. Previous month high, very strong, closing at 82.33. The 2-week closed as a bullish hammer on the 2-week. The weekly closed as a bullish 2-up candle on the weekly. 11-day closed as a 3-2 continuation and a hammer on the 11-day, and it also closed above my daily broad information that I have here. So that is a good sign for continuation to the upside. The 5-day 2-2 continuation up to 5-day. They closed as a bullish, I guess we can call this bullish hammer on the 5-day, and like I said, just above the broad information, very strong at the top of the broad information, which indicates that there will be some continuation. And just for a smaller time frame, we closed inside 4 hour. So if you want to take the 4 hour, here's your actionable signal here on the 4 hour. So XME is bullish to me going into next month. Okay. XLY on the 4-month. We closed inside on the 4-month. Very strong though. Close to the previous high of the last 4 months, which was at 235.90. So not too far from it. Although it is inside, it looks very strong. The 2-month close as a 2-2 continuation, coming off of this strong hammer. So after sweeping, so what's next? The 2-week. Yeah, so the 2-week closed as a 2-2 continuation on the 2-week. The weekly did close as a failed 2 up on the weekly. The 11 day closed as a 3-2 up on the 11 day. I would probably consider this as a doji. The 5-day closed as a failed 2 up. 3-day closed also as a failed 2 up, and the daily closed as a 2 down on the daily. So for XLY, I wouldn't mind it pulling back some more, and see the 4-hour close as a 3-1 on the 4-hour, so you could take this. And then there's a structure change to the downside. I wouldn't mind this coming down to 229.08. This would be ideal. Even up in 228ish. If you draw your fibs. Oh, I didn't have that turned on. If you draw your fibs, the 618 is 228.61. So it would be nice for this to come down. I mean, I wouldn't oppose it. And somewhere up in here, and then go back up. Since it did hit since it did hit the top of a weekly Barnett formation, so I would feel like it would only be right. So short-term bearish on XLI for me, although we got higher time frames that are bullish. I think these lower time frames are just retracement, a good time for retracement. So that would be for XLY. XLV, let's go to the 4-month. XLV closed as a hammer on the 4-month, sweeping these previous 4-month lows, and hammering back up on the 4-month. The 2-month closed as an inside bullish hammer. The monthly closed as an outside month, bullish outside month. So this looks good. If y'all been watching the last 2 sector reviews, I told y'all healthcare look good to the upside, and I've been right. So it look like me and healthcare starting to get along. I mean, let's see. So we have the monthly, yes. Let's go to the 2-week. This failed to close very strong, followed by this 2 up continuation. It did reject at 50% of the 6-month at 138.84, but I'm thinking this just could be a pullback. This also is a demand zone here that it is weakening from. So XLB could pull back some, but I doubt it, seeing that it is healthcare and we are going into flu season and winter and folks getting sick. So this is the perfect time for healthcare to get its shine on, I guess. The weekly close is a hammer supporting 135.78, finding support there and closing as a hammer on the weekly. Same for the 5-day and the 3-day, closing as a failed to down hammer. So healthcare looks still bullish to me. I'm in favor for it. So the daily closes at 2 up, and the 4-hour closed as a CCRP enforced. So time frame continuity is bullish, mainly bullish, except for the weekly, but that, like I say, I just think this is retracement. Alright, XLU on the 4-month. XLU on the 4-month closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside. The 2-month closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside as well. The monthly closed as a failed to up, and this is considered a shooter at the top of the broadening on the monthly. The 2-week, the 2-week closed as a 2-2 continuation to the downside on the 2-week. The weekly closed as a 2 down on the 2-week, and also closed below my daily broadening formation. The 11-day closed as a 2 down following a shooter at the top of the broadening formation. The 5-day closed as a 2 down. 3-day 2-2 continuation to the downside. Daily closed as a 2-2 continuation to the downside, and 4-hour 2-2 continuation to the downside. So I'm bearish on XLU. I was bearish on XLU last week, I believe. Down time frame continuity out of 4 out of 6 are bearish to the downside. So I am bearish on XLU. We could probably come down to 83.18, and if we don't hold 83.18, we could possibly be coming down. There's a gap here at 82.55. Let me hide this. Oh, let me see. Okay, so the gap was filled. But, okay. But I do see it still coming down here. If we can't hold 83.18, then we are coming down into the 82s for sure. And that's on XLU. So bearish on XLU. Real estate, XLRE. The 4-month. Okay, we're inside 4-month, bullish inside 4-month. The 2-month is a 2 up, followed by, coming off a 3-1-2. So we're in a 3-1-2 continuation on the 2-month. The monthly closed as a failed to down hammer on the monthly. So that is a bullish sign. The 2-week closed is a 2 up on the 2-week. The weekly closed inside week, and it hadn't quite hit the top of the broadening formation. So if you want to You know how to do it. This is your actionable signal on the weekly. Um, you can wait for the break and take it to the top of the broad information. I will say this: real estate is very, very slow. So, buy time. But here are your upside targets: 42.59 and 42.96, and your downside targets will be immediately 41.76, and then I would say 41.42. Mind you, this box, we've been tracking this, the compression that real estate has been in, and it's technically it's still in it. So we just gonna go ahead and move it over. So there is movement in real estate. It has been bullish, but mind you, we are still in this compression. So it's moved technically nowhere. The 5-day closed inside as well. The 3-day closed inside, an inside bullish hammer on the 3-day. So there is possibility that, you know, real estate will go. I like that inside hammer. A two up on the daily, and the 4-hour already has a CCRP enforced to the upside. So like I say, bullish on XLRE. It's slow, but it can get to where it needs to be. 4 times, you can see 4 time frame continuity to the upside for real estate. So next up we have XHB Home Builders. So on the 4-month we're closing as a 2-2 rev to the upside. Looking good. That 4-month looks good and strong. 2-month. CCRP on the 2-month closure to the upside. The monthly 2-2 continuation to the upside. The 2-week close is a 2-2 continuation to the upside. So y'all can pretty much see how Home Builders is shaping out. The weekly close did close inside. There is this box here I drew earlier, because if you come back to this area, there's compression here. So, and now we're in this area. So what I'm saying is that we're in this area. Even though we can push up some more, we might push up and then just consolidate in this area. I do have a broadening formation here. It still has time to reach. It still has room to reach that. So yeah, still pretty much bullish on Home Builders. Let's go down to the daily. The daily is retracing. We are CCRP enforced to the downside. If Home Builders, in my opinion, cannot hold 12, can't stay above the 112, then we could possibly see 110 and 109. 4-hour. The 4-hour does have a structural change to the downside. So let's see. If we draw out, we can draw out field here. Okay. We draw a field here, and as you can see, we are right not just right at OTE. We haven't quite gotten there yet. OTE, the 618 is 113.15, so we can get as low as 111.90. So the high 112 even. And this play will still be valid to the upside. So the time frame continuity is a mixed bag at the moment, but like I say, this could be the perfect retracement. We would like to see what will happen in this area if we start getting a reversal. It looks like it started here because this candle didn't close red, it closed inside. So this could be the potential start of a candle color reversal, or it could be another 3 because it did a 3-1-3-1. So another 3 could come after it. But this will be the key area you will want to watch to see what price does. Will it continue down or will it continue up? I mean, reverse back up. So that is home builders. Next up is XLP. So we have XLP on the 4-month. It's inside. It's almost like an inside doji. So it's been buyers and sellers on both sides, and they've just pretty much almost come to the agreement of where XLP should be, the price should be on this last 4 months. So let's go down to the 2-month, and it is a failed 2 up on the 2-month. The monthly closed as a shooter on the monthly. The 2-week closed outside bearish 2-week. There is a 2 down on the weekly. It did hold 80, 82, but I know we've been stuck in this range. Let me pull my drawings up. Yeah, so see, we're still stuck in the box. Now we're on the downside of the box. Oh, and we did tap 50% of the previous year. So with this being a strong level to hold, since it's 50% of the previous year, and it did reject here, we could XLP could open inside, or it could potentially open a little bullish. Because it held that level. Let me see where we at now. The 11-day. The 11-day closed as a, is this a failed 2? There we go. Yeah, it's a failed 2. Trading view being slow. But yeah, it's a failed 2. 5-day, same, failed 2. 3-day. The 3-day close is a failed 2 down, hammering at that level that I mentioned, 79.98. The daily close is a 3-1 bullish inside day. And the 4-hour doesn't quite have structural change yet, but it does have CCRP enforced to the upside. So, I don't know. Honestly, I do feel like, I don't know. I don't like XRP right now because I can't make of it. The time frame continuity is a mixed bag. Mainly pointing to the upside for now. I'll say this, maybe we'll get a pop up into this gap and then come back down. So we would like to see what it would do around the 81 even or 81.05 area, and then I can make a decision. Right now I'm just kind of it could give us a pop and drop. So watch out for XLP. Next up is XLK. XLK on the 4-month is very much bullish on the 4-month. We did get some rejection at 270 and pulled back down to 262, but that's nothing. The 2-month closed as a bullish 2 up, but do we want to consider this as a shooter? I'm not sure. Well, now the monthly did close as a failed 2 up, and we can consider this one as a shooter at the top. The 2-week closed as a hammer after sweeping down to 255 and then pushing back up. The weekly closed as a doji. It's green, but barely. It's very weak. The 11-day closed as an inside hammer on the 11-day. The 5-day closed as a 2 up, but doji, very weak. Oh, what's in the 3-day? 3-day closed as a 2-1, 2 failed 2 up, and a shooter. The daily close is a 2 down on the daily. And what we have on the 4-hour? The 4-hour, we do have a structural change from the 4-hour and the daily. I wouldn't mind seeing tech come down some more. I wouldn't mind seeing tech come down some more. Let's see what we have. If we draw our fields. 259-ish. Tech can come down some more. 259 and then take us back up to all-time highs. Right now, if you can see, we're just trading in this range. Up. We hit the top of the broadening, hit the bottom of our broadening, hit the top of the broadening, hit the bottom of the broadening. Didn't quite get to hit the top of the broadening this time. We lost it. We lost some momentum. So now what does tech want to do? Do we do the same thing to the downside? Not quite hit the bottom of the broadening, but come down to OTE to go back up and hit all-time highs? That is a theory that I'm looking at. So, and for that thesis, we would have to come down a little bit more, make another higher low, and then go back up. So, right now, temporarily bearish on XLK. XLI Industrials, strong 4-month close. The 2-month, 2-2 continuation on the 2-month. The monthly closed inside, so this would be a nice actionable signal on the 2-month. On the monthly. I'm sorry. See which way that breaks. If you want to be a monthly participant, y'all know how that goes. A 2-1-2 to the upside close on the 2-week. The weekly closed inside. The 11-day close is a 2 up on the 11-day. And the 5-day closed inside. The 3-day close is a 2 down on the 3-day. The daily close is a 3-2 down on the daily. And the 4-hour has a structural change from the daily. And it's a two. We close inside. What I wanted to say, I was gonna go back and say something. You can see it. What was that? Oh, I should have said something when I saw it. Okay, I'm not gonna make this longer than it has to be. If you can see it, there's compression. So I guess we can do it on a daily. We're stuck in the range here. We broke out of one and now we're in another one. So that's what I wanted to show. We are still within this broadening formation. You can see here. We are still within. So I'm anticipating XLI to compress a little bit more. Time frame continuities, 4 out of 6 are bullish, with two inside candles. So we shall see what XLI wants to do. Right now, I am leaning towards compression bearishness. So that's my take on XLI. XLF, shout out to XLF. Banks did phenomenal this past week. The 4-month closed very strong. 3-2 up on the 4-month. The 2-month closed as a 3-1-2 up on the 2-month and as a hammer. Monthly close is an outside bullish candle. 2-week close is a 3-1-2 up on the 2-week. No wick on the 2-week, and we closed above both broadening formations, the daily and the weekly. I have one up here and strong close above both. The weekly close as a 2-2 continuation as a hammer on the weekly. The 11-day close as a hammer, a 2-2 continuation to the upside and as a hammer. 5-day close as a 2-2 continuation and also a hammer. 3-day 2-2 continuation. Daily closed as a 2-1-2 continuation. So y'all pretty much get the point, man. Banks went crazy. 4-hour close as an inside 4-hour, but wicked off the top of the broadening formation and used it now as support. So banks look great. Looks like there may be some continuation going into next week. XLE has been doing great. Just another one that I've been saying was my kryptonite, but the last 2 weeks I was on point, and it has been bullish. It's been going crazy. Inside 4-month close, no wick, strong movement back up to the upside, closing right at 50% of the 6-month 90-34, just a little bit above it. The 2-month closing as a 3-1-2 up on the 2-month. The monthly closing as a 3-2 up and the up. I'm sorry, not a 3-2 up, an outside 3-bar up to the upside hammer. 2-week closed as a strong 2-week candle. Here's some displacement here. On the 2-week, 2-2 continuation on the weekly, closing above previous month's high at 89.44, right at the end. 11-day. Let me see what we have on 11-day. 11-day strong bullish candle close on the 11-day. Can clearly see you can target 94.86 here. 5-day, 2-2 continuation on the 5-day. 3-day, 2-2 continuation on the 3-day. So yeah, this is the same target. Yeah. Same for the daily and 4-hour closed as a fail to up on 4 hours. So oil still looking great. I can't say nothing more about that. Oil still looks, XLE still looks good. XLC, 4-month. XLC on the 4-month. There, strong bullish close on the 4-month. 2-month, 2-2 continuation on the 2-month. The monthly closed as a 2-up on the monthly. We are above previous month's high. 2-week close is an inside doji 2-week. So here's your actionable signal here. You can use that. The weekly close is a 2-1-2 up on the weekly. Let me see what we got. We are we've hit all-time highs. We've hit all-time highs now. We're back under. We can easily come back and test this again from here. It's not very far away. So what else we have? 5-day 2-1-2. 3-day inside 3-day. Daily closed also is a failed to up on the daily. If you look at this here, watch this. Watch the range. Here's your range. Here's your all-time highs. Here's your bar information. So it has room. Once it tap and test all-time highs, there's the potential to keep going up on XLK. Right now, it was in a range last week. 4-hour, see, it just traded within here. So 4-hour close is a 3-1 on the 4-hour. Full time frame continuity to the upside. So this compression could be explosive to the, well, I won't say explosive, but just once it's ready to break, just be ready. XLB on the 4-month closed as a 2-2 reversal on the 4-month. Shout out to 2-2 reversals. I have come to find out that I like 2-2 reversals. So that's what I go with. This is the 4-month target would be 97.88. 2-month CCRP enforced on the 2-month. A fail to down on the monthly. 2-week is the CCRP enforced on the 2-week, closing just shy of previous month high at 92.86. CCRP already enforced on the weekly closing as a 2-2 continuation to the upside on the weekly. 11-day 2-2 continuation to the upside on the 11-day. 5-day the same. 3-day same. Daily same. And your 4-hour inside 4 hours. So XLB materials still look good. full time frame continuity to the upside with the inside 4 hour. So if we can get some more rejection, if we can get some more downside before it decides to go back up, that would be great. Coming down even to 91.70 from here would be cool. 91.50. Long as it wouldn't lose 91.50. I think this would be great to come down for discount to continue to go back up. But as you can see, this bad guy is bullish. SMH is up next. 4 month. 4 month is a 2 up on the 4 month, coming off a 2-2 reversal on the 4 month. Can y'all see that? Yeah. 2-2 reversal on the 4 month. 2 month, 2-2 continuation on the 2 month. Same for the monthly. We did close under quite a few things. Previous month high, previous week high, and we just closed right above the weekly open on semiconductor. So there was some pullback here. So we go down to the 2 week. 2 week closed as a bullish 2 down on the 2 week. It did find some support here at 282 and did push back and found some buyers and push back up, but it still closed as a bearish candle. The weekly closed as a fail to up and as a shooter. We did tap the top of the burning formation on August the 11th, and we haven't been able to. We tapped the top of the burning formation and all-time highs at 302.72, and we haven't been able to get back above that yet. So we are still within a range. Semiconductors could come down and 284-ish before going back up. The daily close, they gapped down and closed as a bearish 2 down on the day with very little wick. 289 barely supporting. And on the 4 hour, we do have a small they've already started the structural change on the 4 hour, although it did close as a failed 2 down. I still would like to see SMH come down. Draw our field. See, we're pretty much right here at OTE. Like I say, I would favor this area between 288 and 286. Even can get a good dig down to 285. What did I initially say? 284? So yeah, all this. I wouldn't mind this. Come down to go back up. That is SMH. DIA. DIA on 4 month. Closed as a 2-2 rev on the 4 month. To the upside. 2 month. 2-2 continuation on the 2 month. The monthly closed outside bullish outside bullish month, closing well above the previous month's high, previous week high. 2 week closes a 2-2 continuation to the upside. The weekly closed as an inside week, so you can use this as your actionable signal. We are still within the Brownian formation that I drew, and all-time highs are at 457.87 that that DIA was able to achieve last week. So we're closer to the top than we are to the bottom. So DIA looks to remain bullish. Let's go down to the 11 day. 11-day closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside and a hammer on the 11-day. 5-day closed inside. 3-day closed inside as well. The daily closed as a bearish 2 down on the daily, and let's look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour closed inside 4 hour. So with that being said, in our time frame continuity, it's primarily bullish. It looks like we could get a little bit of a pullback, or we could just consolidate in this little range right here. Like I said, we are still within the burning formation, but we are closer to the top than we are to the bottom. So next is IWM, and we're gonna go to IWM on the 4 month. The 4 month closed as a 2-2 rev on the 4 month. 2-2 rev on the 4 month, to the upside. 2-2 continuation on the 2 month to the upside. Our all-time highs for IWM is 244.98. IWM closed as a very bullish outside candle. Two week close is a 2-2 continuation to the upside on the 2 week. The weekly closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside. 11-day, 3-2 up on the 11-day, so looking for a 3-2 continuation on the 11-day. The 5-day, 2-2 continuation. 3-day, 2-2 continuation. Daily closed as a bearish outside daily candle, and the 4 hour closed as a 3-1 on the 4 hour, holding the weekly open at 234.14. So our time frame continuity is primarily bullish with the inside 4 hour and the outside bearish daily, but I'm bullish on IWM. Qs. Let's go to the 4 month. 4 month on the Qs closed as a 2-2 rev to the upside. 2 month 2-2 continuation on the 2 month. Monthly closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside, but note that we did close below previous month high, and we closed below previous month high and previous day high. Scroll down to the 2 week we closed as a hammer on the 2 week. It's a bearish hammer, but we found support and found some buyers at 558, and we bought it up to close at 570. So the weekly closed as a failed 2 up on the weekly. The 11-day closed as an inside hammer. 5-day failed 2 up on the 5-day. A 2-1. 3-day close as a 2-1. Failed 2 up on the 3-day. The daily close is a 2 down on daily close is a 2 down, and the 4 hour close is inside 4 hour. We are, of course, still within a couple of broadening formations that I have, a daily and a weekly. I can see the Qs coming down some more. although the time frames the time frames are mainly bullish. There's some rejection if you saw quite a few of them. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing the Qs come down to the 460 area, 463. So yeah, 460s in the 460 area, and then find some support here to go back up. Right now, yeah, I'm a little bearish on the Qs. That's just me. That's just me. NQ on the 4-month close is a 2-2 rev to the upside. 2-month 2-2 continuation. Monthly close is a 2-2 continuation, but just like the Qs, we closed below previous month high, the previous day, and also the NQ closed below previous week's high. So there's that. We go down to the 2-week. 2-week close is an inside two week. The weekly close as an inside weekly. Bearish inside weekly. And so if I put my broadenings up, we are inside of broadening. We are inside this broadening here. So as you can see, we hit all-time highs on August the 11th, and we just kind of been trickling kind of down since then. Just a kind of slow grind down. The 11 day is a double inside 11 day. Let me see. Let's go down to the daily. Daily closed as a 2 down on the daily. The 4-hour. 4-hour close is a 2-1 bearish 4 hours. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we were able to draw our fields. Let's see how far we gotta go. Oh yeah, so NQ can come down some more. We can come down here. 23,308-ish. So that's NQ. Our lovely ES. Let's go to ES. ES on the 4-month, 2-2 rev on the 4-month to the upside. The 2-month 2-2 continuation to the upside. The monthly close as a 2-2 continuation to the upside and closing above its previous month's high and previous day's high, unlike NQ. So ES closed a bit stronger than NQ, just based off what we just saw. The 2-week close is a 2-2 continuation on the 2-week, more like a doji though. The weekly close as a fail to up, but price did hold 64.29 and found some buyers here. So there's that. The 11-day closed is an inside 11-day. 5-day, inside 5-day. Let's go down to the daily. The daily close is a 2 down on the daily, and the 4-hour close is an inside 4 hour. So here's your actionable signal. Time frame continuity. We primarily have bullish time frame to the upside, with the day and the weekly showing a bit bearish. But like I say, we closed above previous month's high, unlike NQ. SPY, and then the VIX will be our last one. SPY closed as a 2-2 red to the upside, 2-month 2-2 continuation to the upside. The monthly closed is a 2-2 continuation to the upside, and as you can see, we closed above the previous month high and previous week's high. The 2-week closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside. The weekly close is a 3-2 fail to up. 11-day closed as a 2-2 continuation to the upside. This candle is more like a doji. 5-day close as a 3-2 fail to up on the 5-day. 3-day close as a fail to up on the 3-day. Daily close as a 2 down on the daily, and 4-hour close as an inside 4-hour. Time frame continuity. We are mainly bullish still. So excuse me. Same for SPY. We can come down some before going back up. Wouldn't be surprised. We hit the top of the burning formation on on August the 28th, and we gapped down, and now we're inside. This is the 4-hour though. You want to go to the daily. Showing the same thing. Hit the top of the burning formation, and then we sold off on Friday. So going into next week. Oh, let me not check the guy. Let's look at the VIX. Let's look at the VIX on the, ooh Lord. And so VIX on the 4-month clearly bearish. 2-2 red to the downside on the 4-month. 2-month 2-2 continuation to the downside, closing as a shooter on the 2-month. The monthly closing as an outside bearish 3-bar. 2-week closing as a fail to, what is this? A fail to up on the 2-week. Weekly close is a fail to, I'm sorry, so wait, the 2-week. There is a fail to down. The weekly also fail to down. It is holding is holding out for dear life, but it is holding this 14, between this 1450-ish and 1410 price range. 11-day close as a 2-2 down on 11-day, and we'll just go to the daily. The daily did close as a 2 up on the daily, and 4-hour close as an inside bar on the 4-hour with a structural change to the upside. So we did reject 1573, and this has been a rejection area here. We rejected here and we're done. So we will want to see what the VIX want to do coming into next week. I'm looking for a pop up. We can get about as high as 1682 when they come back down. Wouldn't be opposed to that. I think watching $16 even first and see how we react there. even 1608. Yes, so the $16 range. Watch that for some type of reaction there, and we would like to see, and then we can see what the VIX wants to do from there. So with that being said, if you know the VIX is green, then the market is red. If the VIX is red, the market is green. So we will see what they want to do next week. Primary time frame continuity is still bearish on the VIX, so we shall see going into next week. So with that being said, let's recap real quick. The sectors that I favor are XME, XLV, XLRE, XLF, XLE, and XLB. So that is your minerals, your metals and minings, your healthcare, your real estate, your financials. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it is going on record. Oil. And your materials. So those are the ones that I am favoring going into next week. So we will meet back up here next week and see how that turns out. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great trading week. Remember, patience pays, and watch your mental. Until next time, Sundays are for sectors, baby. Peace.